Hello, I'm Bood, and welcome to episode 23 of The Scarf My Father Wore, my series with the mighty Hatters, Stockport County, here on the beautiful game, the awesome game, the best game in the world, Football Manager 2020. As always, thanks for taking time out of your busy day to sit here with my ugly mush and find out what's going on with Stockport. I love this series, hopefully you do too. That's why you're still here, and that's why you're going to be a beautiful person and smash that like button. You might even become a patron. You'll find a link to that and lots of other stuff down below in the descriptions. Now, episode 23, I did consider going straight to the end of the season and seeing what happened. But I asked you guys, and the majority of you all said, come back March, April. And I'm glad I've done that, really, because there's a lot to get through. Not lots. There's stuff I want to talk about. There's stuff happening with the club and stuff happening with the squad. There's stuff maybe happening with our form, which was outstanding, wasn't it, in the last one. So, let's not waste any more time. Put your feet up, get a brew. Let's get into it. First up, I want to give a big shout out to my friend FM Kit Design. The lad is a top fella. His kit designs are perfect. I've just seen him. He's just done Manchester United's new third kit, the Zebra kit, which I absolutely adore. It's getting annihilated online. I think it's the best United kit we've ever had. I think it's one of the best kits I've ever seen. I think it's brilliant. I love it. And he's just made it. He said it's quite difficult, but the guy's an absolute little genius. Now, I didn't ask him to make me new kits, but he has done. Now, my mum was a nurse. She's retired now, but she was a nurse for 40 years. So the NHS does mean a lot to me, and it means a lot to all of us. And he's done me a special NHS, kits, which are outstanding. So they've got the rainbow on the shoulder. They've got an NHS badge in the middle. And they are the exact kits. Not the ones I made. These are like the perfect kits. He's even done me the 3D kits, so they'll look like that on the pitch, which is amazing. So yeah, he's a good guy. If you talk to him nicely, he might do a kit for you. You might have to pay. I don't know, but it's worth it because it's quality. The kits are quality. You will find a link to his Twitter in the description, so go and check him out. Now, because you've seen that page, you've probably seen where we are in the league. So I'm going to start off right here. I'm not going to get too giddy. I'm not going to hide anything from you. We are top, and we have got a game in hand, but it's not been as easy as you think, and it is still very, very close. And we have lost that top spot. We've dropped down to second. Woo! But it's been challenging, and I'm going to show you all in bits and bats. Munier still top goal scorer, though, he's joint top goal scorer. Fernandez still the top player. Boxall, the third best player in the league. Fernandez is up there, setting up them goals. We've lost 3 games, we've drawn 10. And yeah, we have drawn a lot of games since the last one. First, let's have a look at the FA Cup. And we did start our campaign, as you know, against Colchester, beating them 4-0, absolutely destroying them. And this is what I expected from us at the time. On to the next round. Well, we came up against a Premier League team. No offence, Palace fans, but I wanted a proper Prem team. United, Liverpool, Chelsea, something like that. Away would have been nice. But they're still a Premier League team. They're 19th in the Premier League, but they're still in it. The way it's going, we could be swapping places at the end of the season. Fingers crossed. And we drew 1-1, which, I was happy with. I did feel, though, we should have beat them, and I wish we had. Because in the replay at Sellers Park, they nicked it. On goal, though, from Kadeem Harris, who's now been playing a bit recently. A few players are getting games recently. Because we were battered. We have had the worst run of injuries, and my squad is thin. January came and went, and I just couldn't find anyone, so we've just been plugging holes. Players have been playing out of position. We had this real rough patch. Now, we had a whole period where we didn't win any games, really. We won a couple. I lost one. I drew a ton of them. And I drew just before this game against QPR, 1-1. And then, obviously, Sheffield Wednesday at home. These are the team that beat me in the opening day of the season. We'd like to get a bit of revenge. We didn't, but this was, annoying. Because I thought we should win it. We nearly did win it, but we blew it, really. We blew it. This is one of the games we lost. It was away to Norwich. And it's just... you might look at the team there, it's not doing bad, but you got Hugh, or however you say his name. He was playing defensive midfield at this point. Munier is still playing, but I've had points when Munier was missing for large periods, and we had the kid playing up front who was scoring a couple of goals. He really found his form, to be fair. Kadeem Harris. I've even had to promote a winger from the youth team. Stanik's been getting games as well, though, to be fair. It was challenging. Now, we'd only won 1 in about 8 games. I'm going to show you them all in a minute, but it was bad. And then I came up against Fulham, who at the time were top of the league and we were second. And I remember thinking, Jesus, I really need a win, and this is not who I need to be playing. And we just decided to turn it on. And this was a good turning point, because after this game, we've gone on a bit of a winning streak. And these are the fixtures every game I've played since the Sunderland live comp. And obviously I went on that great run. I think we did 25 games, I think it was, or 26 games unbeaten, until we got beat off Norwich. But you see what I mean here? Look, drawing. We picked up a win against Villa. FA Cup took it out of us a bit, and then we didn't pick up a win for a while, and then we picked up some wins. So no, it's still decent. We're still top of the league, but it was a battle. And to get through all this with some of the players I had missing was challenging. Now, luckily, a lot of them good players who've got injuries or knocks are coming out of it, are coming back. You'll see Joel Carberry. He's come up from the youth team, and just to help, because we were lacking a little bit. And now obviously Kadeem and Daniel have injured. They're back up, so it's no major issue. But if we have a look at the goals a minute, you'll see obviously Munier's done great, but Chris Turner came in and he had to play quite a few games, and he scored quite a few goals. Some really, really good goals as well. He did really, really well for me. It was hard. I had games where I had 3 midfielders on the pitch and none on the bench. Do you know what I mean? So I might be moaning a little bit. I know. I'm still chuffed with what I'm chuffed that we've come through it, because I think it shows character in your team, doesn't it? Because I don't think we've got the greatest depth, but we've got character. This team's got balls, man. And we've come through what I think is a challenging period. I didn't have to buy anyone, and now we're coming back. The good players are getting fit again. And we might, kick on again towards the end of the season. Now, the finances are still really decent. Like I said, I could have maybe dipped into these and panic buyed, but I didn't want to. I did look at any good freebies, because I've picked up good freebies in January. In the past, we counted, which is quite rare, but there was nothing. No one that looked any good that I knew about. So, yeah, we didn't do that. But the club has spent some money. As you know, we're improving the training in the youth. They now decided to upgrade the data again. They gave me an extra physio. I asked for extra coaches. They said no. I was going to try and get some fitness coaches in, but they said no. I asked for an extra physio. They said yes. So we brought in a lovely lady. I've had her before on other saves. She's come in, and now we've got the best physio team in the league, which we needed because of the injuries. I think that's maybe helped me. But mainly, we're expanding the stadium again. It's going to go over 15,000. So I'm sure that's enough for the Prem. So if we can get that completed, which it should be, by the end of the season, if we do go up, hopefully we'll just stay in our little stadium, which will be perfect. And I've had Rachel before. I had at Denton Villa. She used to have a little Denton tracksuit on with my wife. My wife was the head physio at Denton Villa. So, yeah, not a bad one. The boys are happy. So let's have a look at a few different things. And I just want to show you, especially with 2 strikers. This is Manuel Munier, who was doing really well. And then he got injured. And you'll see, he did miss quite a lot of games for us, didn't he? 1, 2, 3, 7 games injured. And this is when Chris Turner mainly came in to fill his shoes. And he doesn't always play. I've stuck him out on the wing there. Do you know what I mean? But he's a good goal scorer. I mean, he had a bit of a dry patch there. But he's a great, great player. But when you're losing for that amount of games, that was a lot of the times when we were dropping points. After the Colchester game, we drew a few games. So it was a tough period. But, I had to turn to someone like Chris, who is a good lad. I mean, I'll show you his profile in a minute. And I've been trying to give him time. And he's had the odd goal, comes on quite a lot towards the end of games. But he did start quite a few games. That game against Wednesday, was it Wednesday? Yeah, he scored 2 goals. He was really good. And then he's got injured. And he's on his way back. But he's a decent little player. Released by Burnley in the summer, we just picked him up on a free. And I mean, I liked him. I thought he had good framework. I wish he was a bit younger, because then I think we could really improve him. I don't know how he'd do in the Premier League, I don't know. But in a division like this, I've been really happy with him. 7 starts, 16 times he's come on as a sub, scored 7 goals. I don't think I can ask for much more from someone who was a free, who's now worth 700 grand. I love little players like this, who just get thrown away, who don't look that great, but you pick them up and they do something for you. They do a job when you need them. Our best player, though, by far, this season has to be Malcolm Boxall, the wonder kid from Spurs. He's now worth 11 million. Yeah, I don't think he's ever going to want to play for County properly, but he's been great. He's been fantastic. I mean, if we get in the Premier League, maybe Spurs will let us have him back. I can't see him wanting to put him in the first team, can you? Now, today's live comp is going to be against Middlesbrough. We're going to stick with that north-east theme we had in the last episode against Sunderland. Mickey Welsh, right, Mickey, one of my subscribers, who is a Sunderland fan and from the north-east, did say that none of them sound the same. Middlesbrough, Sunderland, Newcastle. They don't sound the same. But they kind of do. When you're not from there. But I get it. I totally get it, mate, because I've worked down south. I mean, I'm Mancunian, but you can go to different parts of Manchester and the accent changes, gets stronger, gets a bit different. But I've worked down south and been called Scouser twice because of certain words I say. But then you hear someone like my friend Lee Monaghan, Lemo, great Twitch streamer, football manager, check him out, links in the description, and he's proper Scouse. Do you know what I mean? So I tell the difference with us, but we're quite close. Other people think we're similar. I get it. Like Americans, Canadians sound American, but they're not. Do you know what I mean? Sorry, Mickey. Anyway, we're going to go to the Borough. Well, they're coming to us. Ryan Giggs is a manager, man. I could not say no to a bit of this. Bit of Middlesbrough. Always think of Ravanelli and Jorginho when I think of Middlesbrough. Now, we are favourites, but we're top of the league. They're down in the bottom. They're not in the relegation, but they're down that way a little bit. Ryan Giggs is under pressure. They're a club that would like to be in the Premier League, but we want to be in the Premier League, and I also want to win. This is our game in hand. No one else is playing today in our division, just us and Borough. So we've got a good chance here to get a gap between us and Brentford. Brentford are coming out of nowhere. So yeah, exciting. I just want to show you Stanek quickly. This is the kid I was happy I signed because I just picked him up because he looked decent. I don't even think I needed him at the start of the season. But then Josh went, didn't he, for £1 million, so it's like, thank God I got him. Nenad Stanek, 22-year-old Croatian. And I mean, he's not a world beater. This is the Championship. But he's come in. He's been a sub mainly, but he's come in the last few games and done really well. Set up a good amount of goals. Started playing some football. Can dribble like Ryan Giggs. So, yeah, he's starting today. And welcome to Edgeley. And these are the full lineup. Stanek, Nichols and Munier. Obviously, we've got guys who have knocks. So, Fernandez, unfortunately, best player in the league, is not playing. That is a massive loss to us, but it is what it is. Central midfield, the trio is the best I've got. The back four is the best I've got. My keeper is the best I've got. So, apart from my front three, we're looking strong. But that front three is still bloody dangerous. Here we go, our new kits. How good is it, these kits, man? Look at them. I've gone back to white socks because that's what we should be in. But he's giving me both. If I want to go blue socks, I can. But you can see the detail on it. You can see the sponsor. He's got the Puma on the arms. Every little detail. The rainbow for NHS on the shoulder. I mean, the kid's amazing. So I'm going to have to send him some money, I think, because I'm going to be asking him to make me kits all the time now. Especially custom kits, if I do a custom club like I've done in the past. Because it's the detail. Perfect. I don't think I've ever seen anyone as good as this lad make kits like he can. So, yeah, you should hit him up, man. I mean, look at it. How good are they? We go Boxall spraying it out to the right. Stanek, I've been bigging you up. I even highlighted you before the game. You're letting the boys down there, aren't you? But yeah, hopefully if we go up, I mean, one of you guys was talking about one of your saves. Just wait 1 minute, Munier. Tackle from behind. Oh, ends up being a Borough free kick. Yeah, one of you guys was telling me, I think it was Northampton or someone. You've gone up to the Premier League with next to nothing like I'm doing. And once you get there, you start making like 3, 4, 5 million a week. It's crazy. Absolutely insane. So I love that though. I love being in this league, but I'm also excited about potentially getting in the Prem. And just signing a few more players. Getting a few loans in maybe from abroad. Some fancy players. And we've gone 1-0 down. Josh Thomas. No. Ooh, that's not like us. We were just getting our form back as well. Last 3 games we've won, I think. So, yeah, a bit shaky. Like I said, there's times when we don't have Marsden. There's times when I have Lloydie. Times when I don't have Mensah. I've had times when players have been out and have been patching his team together, playing Dronfeld. He hasn't played for ages. He's had a couple of games in the centre. Do you know what I mean? But this is not fun. We were dominating. We are dominating. Shows you in football, just need one chance. Anything can happen. Apart from in this game where nothing seems to be happening. Well, there you go. It's half time. And stat-wise, you think we'd be dominating. But we're getting beat 1-0. Time for an ass kicking. Alright, here we go. Give him a bollocking. Got 4 greens. We'll see what happens. The lads have come back many times and nicked a win or nicked a draw. They've got that drive to keep on going, but you never know. I'll be surprised if you don't get anything from this game just because Borough is shit. What else is shit? This game. 68 minutes already. Not one highlight until now. Awesome times. Awesome times. There's Boxall. Come on, let's put a bit of football together. We've not done anything. Nichols, is it? Oh, God's sake. I've made 2 changes. Robinson in the middle. Turner on for Mounier. Let's see what happens. I was considering maybe sticking Mounier out wide, but no. We'll see what Turner can do. He scored a couple of goals, you know. But this is just one of them games, isn't it? Probably because I saved it. I've saved it. I shouldn't save it. I should leave it on and then film, and then the computer doesn't know. And it doesn't ruin me form. Because that happens, man. I truly believe it happens. Come on, boys. Let's do something here. Yeah, sometimes you get exciting live comms, don't you? Sometimes they're absolutely crap. But we had a great chance here to go. I think it's 5 points clear. So if we do lose, we're still 2 points clear. But come on. Come on. Been absolutely atrocious, man. I mean, 17 chances we've had. 17 and we've not been able to score. Oh. Right, minutes to go. No idea about injury time. I've gone very attacking. Never works. And I've pushed forward. So I think we're getting beat here 1-0. Fair play to Borough. They've come, they've scored. They shut up shop. We've had loads of chances and they've obviously defended well, haven't they? I mean, look at that. We dominated the ball. We had a million chances. They've had 4. We even got man of the match. Spoxall, apparently. No one deserves man of the match on my team. That is a good example that we are not some super team. We have a lot of weaknesses. So there you go. You win some, you lose some. And we're still 2 points clear. So that's a good thing. But we need to book our ideas up, man. Really do. Because the next episode will be at the end of the season. Will we even still be in the top 2? Will the wheels fall off? Will we end up back in the playoffs? Can we secure a top spot? Wherever the live com will be, hopefully, it'll be exciting and it'll be important. And we've got 9 games left. Hull next. We've got Portsmouth, Brentford to play soon. That's a massive game. We know that. Cardiff, Blackburn. I mean, every game's tough. Every club is a good sized club, innit? But yeah, I thought these days were over and I thought we were on a run here. So hopefully we can get back to green. I'm nervous now. I feel nervous now. Shit. Well, there you go. That is the end of the episode. And unfortunately, we lost in this one. But like I said, you win some, you lose some. It's good to see every part of the team in it. We're not always this unstoppable force. Still love the club, though. And I still think we can hopefully secure top 2. We'll find out in the next one. Make sure you smash that like button. Share it on social media. Follow me on social media. Let's become friends. Why not? Hopefully you're happy. Hopefully you're safe. Oh god, I'm in a bit of a mood now. I hate losing. I hate ending on a loss. Anyway, I'll get over it. But yeah, thank you for taking time out of your busy day. You're an absolute legend. Thank you for the support. Stay happy, stay safe. I'm Booed. I'll see you next time.